Getting ready for a summer of grilling honestly starts before you ever light the grill for the first time. And every single year I tell myself I am going to be more organized before the heat rolls in. Because there is nothing worse than standing outside sweating in flip-flops trying to figure out if you even have propane left or where the grill brush disappeared to over the winter. Summer grilling should feel easy. It should feel relaxed. Backyard dinners, paper plates, people wandering into the kitchen asking what smells so good. That is the feeling most of us are really after. And honestly, grilling does not have to be expensive or fancy to feel special. Some of the best meals happen on old grills with folding chairs and a cooler sitting nearby. One of the first things I always recommend is just taking a day to reset your grilling area before summer gets busy. Clean the grates, wipe things down, check your propane tank or charcoal supply. Make sure your tongs are not somehow buried in a random kitchen drawer from last September. Little things like that make grilling feel so much less stressful later. And can we talk about grilling tools for a second? Because people love to overcomplicate this stuff. You really do not need 50 gadgets hanging off the side of the grill. A good spatula, tongs, maybe a meat thermometer, some foil, and you are honestly in pretty good shape. Half the battle with summer cooking is just making things easy on yourself. That goes for food prep too. One of the smartest things you can do before summer really kicks off is stock your freezer and pantry with simple things that make quick dinners easier. Seasoning blends are huge for this. Huge. If you already have taco seasoning, burger seasoning, Cajun blends, garlic herb mixes, barbecue rubs, suddenly dinner becomes way less complicated. You can take basic chicken or burgers and completely change the flavor just by switching the seasoning. And honestly, homemade seasoning blends save so much money over time. Those little store bottles add up fast now. Summer is also the perfect time to prep proteins ahead. Even just spending an hour portioning chicken thighs or hamburger patties into freezer bags makes a huge difference later. Because let's be honest, nobody wants to handle raw chicken. At 5:30 in the afternoon when it is 98 degrees outside and everybody is already hungry. If things are already seasoned and portioned, dinner becomes so much easier. I also think people underestimate how important side dishes are during grilling season. Everybody gets focused on the meat. But the side dishes are what really make a cookout feel complete. Pasta salads, potato salads, baked beans, watermelon, macaroni salad, deviled eggs, corn on the cob. That is the food people remember. And most of those things can be made ahead of time, which makes summer entertaining way less chaotic. Honestly, one of the best things you can do for yourself is stop trying to make everything at the very last second. Future, you will be so grateful. And I know social media makes it seem like everybody has these giant outdoor kitchens now with refrigerators and pizza ovens and fancy built-in grills. But truly, you do not need all of that to enjoy grilling season. Most people are just trying to feed their families without heating up the whole kitchen. That is the beauty of grilling in the summer. The house stays cooler. Cleanup feels easier. And somehow food just tastes different outside. Even simple things feel more exciting on the grill. Hot dogs taste better. Burgers taste better. Vegetables taste better. Even corn somehow tastes like summer itself. And honestly, grilling season is also one of the best times to stretch your grocery budget a little further. Chicken thighs are amazing on the grill and usually cheaper than steaks. Turkey burgers are affordable and easy. Smoked sausage goes a long way. Foil packet meals can feed a whole family without spending a fortune. You do not need giant expensive cuts of meat to have a good cookout. Some of the best summer meals are the simplest ones. And let's talk about foil packets for a second because those are honestly underrated. Toss some potatoes, sausage, onions, corn, butter and seasoning into foil and throw it on the grill. Minimal cleanup, easy portions, and people absolutely love them. Same thing with kebabs. They look impressive, but they are actually one of the easiest dinners you can make. And honestly, summer grilling should not feel like pressure. I think sometimes people get caught up trying to make everything look perfect instead of just enjoying the moment. Nobody is going to remember if your burger buns match the tablescape. They are going to remember laughing outside while somebody accidentally burned the hot dogs. That is the stuff people actually remember years later. Another thing I always recommend is keeping a couple easy backup meals ready for busy nights. Frozen burger patties, marinated chicken, sausage links, things like that. Because summer schedules get chaotic fast, people are traveling, kids are home, weekends disappear quickly, and suddenly it is 6 o'clock and everybody is hungry. Having easy options ready keeps you from running through expensive drive-through lines all summer long. And honestly, grilling does not even have to stop at dinner. Grilled peaches are incredible, black twats. Grilled pineapple is amazing. You can make quesadillas, pizzas, sandwiches, even desserts on the grill. Once you start using it more, you realize how versatile it really is, but more than anything, I think preparing for grilling season is really about preparing for slower moments together. The backyard dinners, the evenings outside, the casual meals where nobody is in a hurry. Summer goes fast, faster every year somehow. And some of the best memories happen around simple food and folding chairs while everybody reaches for seconds. So if you're getting ready for grilling season, keep it simple. Organize your tools. Stock a few seasonings. Prep a little ahead. And make things easier on yourself now before the hottest part of summer hits. Because honestly, good grilling is not about perfection. It is about gathering, feeding people, making memories, and enjoying the season while it lasts.